saw this video yesterday, and this kind of goes along with the free speech, First Amendment stuff. So this lady was telling the story, and she said, so I was in HEB today. I had like an 8 or 12-hour day. Like I was exhausted. Like I looked like crap. And this guy walks up to me as I'm grabbing like some meat, and he had the glasses on, the meta glasses, and the light was blinking. And he had like a microphone or something. And so she's like, she looks at him, and he walks up and he goes, "You are just so beautiful." And she knew immediately, she sees the light, and she's like, okay, this guy's trying to get some content, obviously.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I'm just going to not react. I don't want to be in any of his videos. And so she just smiles, and he asks her a couple other questions, whatever, she walks off. Later that evening, she's on Instagram or TikTok, and she sees the same guy, but it's not her, it's somebody else, but in the same HEB in her town, and he basically was asking this woman some questions and filming her without her consent, and that's what he does for content. So because she didn't react, she wasn't posted. She was like, thankfully, but she was like, man, like you have to go out and be worried about someone filming you without your consent because they're going to upload it somewhere you don't even know where, and who's going to see it for their content. And so it's like this guy was responding to that video she made, and he said, I see both sides, because once you get into, okay, you can't record in public anymore, that can infringe on First Amendment rights. Like the people who do like the First Amendment audits or whatever. Yeah. You can't tell people not to film in public. That could be very detrimental, especially like if I'm in an interaction with law enforcement or something and I can't film what's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't want to say that, but at the same time, like I feel like there has to be some kind of boundary. You know what I mean? Like just videoing somebody like in their everyday life and then uploading it for your content seems kind of messed up to me.
Yeah, I mean, don't they? Is that legal? Or
well, so it is legal as long as you're in public. But here's what's interesting: in Europe, it's not. It's illegal. You can't do that without someone's consent. And so it's like I don't know how to really solve that. Like I was talking to my fiance about it, and she's like, "Well, what if?" She's like, "You're right. I think you have to be allowed to film in public. But what if you have to tell them by law that you're being recorded?" I said, "Well, I mean, you could tell them all you want and still record them. I mean, that didn't really solve the problem. That means you can still record them even though you've told them. They haven't given you permission, but at least they know, So I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, when it comes to law enforcement, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, you should be able to film that. But like, in the example where the guy just like, he's like, I don't know, I would feel like that's an invasion of her privacy if she doesn't want him to post that online.
It's crazy, yeah. But he can. And so, the light blinking is the signal that it's turned on, that it's filming. But people have figured out how to disable the light. Oh, of course, dang. And so now it's like, well, you just don't know, I guess.
Well, I mean, if you're just like bothering some random person, I mean,
right? It's messed up.
If this isn't, Jeremy Scahill or whoever, like doing an undercover thing where he's trying to like, find some corruption at some company. Right. Yeah, that's one thing. But like, just someone like, you're just. Like, if I was at the grocery store and someone just started like recording me, like I was like, "Hey man, get out of my face!" Dude.
I know, right?
And then like if they don't, then there's going to be problems.
Yeah, but, exactly.